Hey, good evening, guys. Three stocks I want to talk about for tomorrow. Day trade or swing trade, whatever, whatever fits better, your style, whatever you do. Maybe a long term, I don't know. Uh, just excuse all the mess behind me. Anyways, got NewsMax. Um, I do own shares of NewsMax around 13.20. Ideally, it's a strong move today. This and bull, they run together for some reason. They was sort of the same time when they came out on the IPO. So traders are relating their activity, the price activity, even though there's two totally different businesses. So but it's just the way it is. That's the way the market sees things. So sometimes. So yeah, for the first time in a while, this thing just took off, and now it's flagging. There's an hourly chart here. Now it's flagging around 15 bucks. So ideally, it breaks out, comes into this Fibonacci line 1555, and then continues to the 1686. Now I took this Fibonacci line from the 27 recent high, because I'm not gonna use the crazy 200 and something high to, draw the Fibonacci. Let me show you the daily. This craziness over here, 265. It's unrealistic to do a Fibonacci from that point, and I just did it from this recent high here at 27 or so. Now, it makes more sense. You can see here it's hitting resistance at that 23% Fibonacci retracement, and then next area that should show some resistance should be around 17 or so. That'll be my first target. Although I'm gonna hold a core for the long term on this company. And I know a lot of people say, oh, Fibonacci's are just lines on a chart, and that's fine. And it might be true, but they work for me. They just work for me. I find that they paint a picture. But anyways, next one obviously is gonna be bull. Um, same story, man. It's almost the same chart. Look at that, and now it's breaking out. Finally, I do own shares of bull as well at a higher price. I've been adding, but I'm a little bit timid on the adding, because every time I add, it just falls back, man. It just fails. So I'm like, okay, I want to see it go to 13 and at least go over the moving averages here, and then hold for a while, make a nice flag, nice consolidation, and then I'll be like, okay, now I can add um, a larger size, right? Because right now I'm at I gotta say let me look at my notes. Actual price right now. Um, Actually, the price I paid, I'm at 30% size. So 30% size. I still have some bullets to go, but it's way lower than than my average. I don't want to say what my average is. It's kind of embarrassing. Well, it's around 15, 16 bucks. But anyways, yeah. So ideally, it just goes and then holds, consolidates around 13 or so, 13.50, and then continues. Let's see if it does, man, because it's been failing. We'll see. This one is it's just a kind of a gamble trade. These Chinese walk-offs, they walk these things. I don't know like I said, I don't know what the agenda is. Something that it's it's inexplicable. Look at us. Look at this, man. Look at what happened here. They just walked this thing ever since what is it, 2 months or so? Yeah, like fourth, fifth, and it's a walk up, walk up. One day they say liquidation. It's over. It's freaking over. The one thing is this CZ. MD hasn't done that yet. So I do have some shares here. So, and like the reason why I'm trading this one is because if you look at the hourly, you look at the hourly, look what they use the after hours to create. I'm sorry. They use the after hours to create liquidity. I mean, to attract people. They create the liquidity, and they attract traders, and somebody wants out, or something's going on, so they pump it up back down. From here, 238. That's crazy after hours. Over here now, 165. Now 171. Over here again, 220, and it's always after hours. So they try to do it today. It seems they failed, right? But I do have some shares at around 124. So if it pops up again, I would, of course, I'm gonna sell it. And then, but you gotta, Bull and Newsmax is a different story. You can use some size. There's plenty of liquidity, and then they're real companies. Now this thing, you gotta watch your size, right? You just, I don't know, put in 1,000 shares maybe, just to get $200-300, $400 maybe on a push. Don't put your account in these crappy Chinese. And nothing against the Chinese, of course, man. But these things, Jesus. Anyways, not a financial advisor. Please don't do what I'm saying here. Do your own trades, do your own thing. Okay, take care.